Hey, what's up guys? This is Ricky V, and in today's video, I want to address a real problem in the fitness industry today. And here guys, I'm talking about the fake natties. There are a ton of fake natties out there guys, ready to take your money, ready to waste your time. And in this video, I just want to make a quick dive into the topic and give you some guidelines, some things you should keep in mind before you go and follow and spend your time listening to some of these dudes that are just lying to you about how they're really getting those results.
Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied and I misled a lot of people.
Now, this phenomenon of fake natties spreading worldwide is pretty new. Now, there have always been fake natties, people that use steroids and deny it. They impress us with their physical prowess, their accomplishments sometimes in sports. Some are found out, like Lance Armstrong, who pretended to be natural for a long time, only to be found out years later. So lying about the fact that you were doing steroids has kind of been commonplace for a while, guys. It's not something new. It's just that recently, more and more, these influencers are doing it to make money. They're lying about their drug use in order to fool you into buying their programs and their supplements. And see, the difference to me, guys, between an athlete like Lance Armstrong and an influencer you're following on Instagram is that Lance was playing the field. He was going up against other competitors, other teams, many of them also on the sauce. It was a sort of chemical warfare within his sport, and this has been known for a while. He was playing the game to get over on others, get over on the system, like many were. Professional against professional. When it comes to these influencers, they're fooling the public. They're creating all of their content, their whole persona, asking you to trust them, asking you to quote-unquote follow them on their journey. All of these things to gain your trust, only to just never be completely honest with you about what they're really doing and just try to fabricate all of this fitness advice around items and services that they can actually sell you. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it is way different when a professional athlete plays against the field and plays against other professionals than when someone goes and asks for trust, asks you to listen to them, only to just try and fool you. And look, I guess the same argument could also be made when it comes to professional bodybuilders. They've been taking pictures with bottles of creatine and tubs of protein on the magazines for years while they're on steroids. However, I think it's always been an open secret that bodybuilders are on steroids. We know that. Hence, some of these supplements, like the herbals, like the proteins, like the creatine, they can all have a decent effect on your physique, whether you're natty or not. And if you are on the sauce, you can take these products with. So I guess in a way it was sort of an open secret, because pretty much all of these bodybuilders have admitted at one point or another to using steroids. All the way back from Arnold to Dorian to Ronnie to Phil, all these guys have admitted to being on the sauce. Now what I'm talking about are these influencers who deny it over and over again. Take Liver King, for example. He blasted onto the scene, tried to pretend to be the uber natural guy. Everything from raw meats to not wearing any deodorant. The guy just did it to make money, something to the tune of $100 million. He was in amazing shape using steroids and growth hormone from a doctor, but never admitted it. Instead, he would eat pieces of raw meat on camera and tried to convince you that this is part of some ancestral way of life that you should be following. And what if you can't stomach to eat raw meat, like most of us can't? Well, that's not a problem at all. Liver King will sell you some of his raw liver, raw meat supplements. Basically, dried and powdered meats in a capsule. Yeah, guys, apparently it was very profitable. So now to the point of making this video. How do you keep from getting scammed, guys? How do you keep from being fooled by these jokers? Well, the first thing is this. Don't trust anyone. There are very few naturals out there, and they're pretty easy to spot. Most of the guys with an amazing physique are going to be younger. When you see a younger influencer, someone in their 20s, early 30s, an amazing physique, they could be natural. I can believe that. It's only when you see the 40-something-year-old guy that continues to make progress year after year and tries to convince you it is because of some weird diet or some training hack or some supplement or some kind of other BS, when in fact he's really using exogenous anabolic hormones. And this is really what separates some of the personalities you're going to find on the vintage muscle community to what every other brand and all of these other guys are doing out there on the internet. Vintage muscle acknowledges that the fastest and most effective way to gain muscle mass is adding exogenous anabolic hormones to your body, more than your body could make naturally. And when you do that, then it doesn't matter what your age is, you can build muscle mass. Many of these influencers are using TRT, SARMs, or other illegal compounds. But for guys like us, just regular guys, trying to look good with our shirt off, just trying to look sexy for the wife, right? Whatever, we can just use over-the-counter, naturally occurring exogenous hormones that are identical to what your body's making right now. And look, when you come to the community, you're going to see Blaine. He's our customer support expert. Dude is jacked. He uses all the products. Charles Waddell, our sales director. You'll see me. I'll be there to answer all your questions and help you along the way. All of us, everyone in the community is 100% honest about what they're doing. Many of our customers are using our exogenous hormones along with their doctor-prescribed TRT. There are many others that come in and want to use the products that are not hormonal. Everybody gets help. Everyone is comparing notes. Everyone is 100% honest about what they're using to get the results that they're getting. And look, our forum is full of regular guys. Most of us did not win the genetic lottery. Most of us are never going to be on the Olympia stage. But that's better for you. You really want to see what results other average men like you are getting on the vintage muscle products. Although the professional bodybuilders and some of these genetically gifted influencers, although they can be a good source of inspiration, you have to understand that not everyone's genetics are so gifted. And so you should seek advice from other folks like you that maybe don't have world-class bodybuilding genetics, but have found ways of making progress, have found ways of improving their physique, even with the bad genetic hand they were dealt. This is way more valuable of a resource to you than any of these fake natties out there on the internet that are just lying to sell programs. So come on in, guys. Search for the Vintage Muscle Community on Facebook. As of this recording, we're 19,000 strong. And we're all there, posting our pictures daily, posting workout videos. I'll be there. I'm posting some too. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.